Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Baseball coming up on this Memorial Day. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're in store for a Major League debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects.
All right, just about ready for baseball and getting to start, Matt Waldron.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
It becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or want to give him the space, what exactly he needs. But right now
this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's the Pirates lineup now. They'll be contending with a knuckleballer today, and of course, runner on the go, pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
I think that still kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series.
There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jesus Sanchez, the next Pirate to hit. And ball 4, 2 aboard. First and second, 2 outs. Now the left fielder, Jack Sawinski. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the catch, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now back now in Toronto. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Bailey Falter. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters. Not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Andres Gimenez.
This is an interesting guy to have in the lineup because everyone knows his ability to change the game on the base paths, leading the American League in stolen bases. So it's almost like the fear of what he's going to do when he gets on distracts the pitcher from being able to attack him at the plate. Tell you what, he's in some people's heads right now.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 down, bases empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit next. Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. He sends it out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 1-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Hard hit left side. Hayes to first, and that'll do it. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. All even at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jason DeLay. Kirk hooks it away for the out. And there's 1 down. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Zach McKinstry. tied up here in the early going. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strike. Strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Schneider makes the play, and that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Up the middle, McKinstry. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Here's Adam Frazier. And a base hit up the middle. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Puts a bunt down, and that's a foul ball. Up the middle, and that's a base hit. Heading for the plate. Here comes the throw. He's safe. It's 2-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find the hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Corrals it. 1 down. Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk. Ball to strike. The pitch. Line to left. Sawinski hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's Andres Gimenez. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a new inning getting started. Now here is Jared Triolo. Sliced hard but foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Ground ball, left side, and that's a fair ball.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Here's O'Neal Cruz.
Man, that's one of those at-bats.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Tattooed and gone. He crushes that one to center field. His 4th home run of the season. And it gives him the lead in the 3rd. It's 3-2. 1 down. Jesus Sanchez, the next Pirate to hit. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 4-2.
Back-to-back home runs, and they keep adding to their lead.
That's in there. Now 1-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Frazier settles under it and makes the catch. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And now for the Jays, Willie Adames. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Sanchez squeezes it. One away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hit in the air, center field. Makes the catch for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And a swing and a miss there. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down. Back now in Toronto. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Jason DeLay. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Kirk makes the grab, one down. Zach McKinstry, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 out, base is empty. Line drive. Nice grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this,
Adames, the throw to first. And it's a 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Cruz makes the catch. And there's one away. Adam Frazier getting ready to hit. And now 1-2. It was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Up with it. Fires to first. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a two-base error. So digging in, Davis Schneider. High in the air, out to right. Sanchez pulls it down, and that. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tipped into the mid, strike 3.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
2 outs, base is empty. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. And that drops in for a strike. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jesus Sanchez, the next Pirate to hit. Varsho makes the play, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That one is absolutely belted. That's going back. Back some more. And now one is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 4-3.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And out number one on the grab. Willie Adames stands in. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Blue Jays down a run. Here's the pitch to Adames. Smoked on the ground to second. Throws to first. And they get Adames for the out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Here's a 1-1. This to third. Hayes gets it to first. And that ends the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Taylor Rogers.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Got him, and that's the first out.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Frazier makes a nice running catch. Here's the catcher, Jason DeLay. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reaches but can't haul it in.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Didn't exactly barrel the baseball there, but he stayed on it, and he stayed through it well enough to punch it the other way for the base hit.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Pirates leave. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Carmen Mlodzinski.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Swing and a ball popped up. And a quick out, number one. And now it's Dalton Varsho. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Dauri Moreta up and loosening in the pen. Strzelecki warming up as well. Gassed it right by him. Adam Frazier next up for the Blue Jays. This splits between April and May there. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Swanson.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
So up next, Spencer Horwitz. Swings and misses. That's strike 2. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Right side. Schneider under this one. Brings it in, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and the batter now, Ernie Clement. Looking to get the tying run on base. Here's a high chopper. Throws to first in time, and one away in the bottom of the seventh. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. Hard on the ground to first, and he handles it himself for the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
2 outs, and that is out of play. And Captain Kirk goes down on strikes. Righty reliever out of the pen, Ryan Burr.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one 95 to finish him off. Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Almost got him. Draws the walk there. And now Key Brian Hayes, runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second, tag, out in second.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game. Try to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Dauri Moreta.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. David Bednar loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. On the ground, Triolo whips it to first on the run, and they get the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And the tying run is on base. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Got him. 2 out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Jackson.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Kirk makes the grab, one away. Up next for the Pirates, Zach McKinstry.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
So now here's the DH, Robbie Connor.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
On the ground to third. Jump throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, David Bednar.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
And a base hit right there. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
And that one is lifted in the air, and it's a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's so they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Addison Barger. He represents the winning run. 2 outs. Base hit right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Now Alejandro Kirk. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Bednar is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shabby and Chris Singleton on the call. Singy, one of the stories in this one is a highly anticipated Major League debut, and all eyes will be ready to go now at the plate for Pittsburgh. Jesus Sanchez. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Barger going back, can't get there. This one lands foul.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Oswald Peraza, the next Pirate to hit. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Missed with a changeup. 2-2. Out to center. Varsho settles underneath it. He's got it, and that is out number 3. Back here at Rogers Center, and on the hill, Hunter Barco. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Willie Adames stands in. Hard hit, right side. Sends it to first, and they get Adames for the out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Lined into right. Sanchez makes the grab, and that's the inning. Second inning set to go. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski. Next pitch is outside. And he walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Outside.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Second inning here, no score. So Yaz is struck out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. He keeps it.
There goes the runner. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Runner goes again. In there for strike 3. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's going to be Jason DeLay.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Frazier. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Anthony Santander at the plate. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. The other way, and that's a base hit into left field. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And it's caught for the out. Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk. In the air, right field. Sanchez ranging after it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied, 0-0. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the second baseman, Liover Peguero. Foul ball there. 1-2 here. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. The tag out. Giovanni Planchard digs in now. Lifted in the air, right field. Barger makes the grab for the second out. So the lineup flips over. Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit. Next offering is in for a strike. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the set for the bottom of the third. And now for the Jays, Cooper Bowman. Out there to center, and that'll fall for a base hit, and that turns the lineup over. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Runner on the move. Ball outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching. So
runner on the go again. Ball misses. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Hit on the ground to short. Peraza tosses across to first, but it's 1-0 as the run scores. And next for Toronto, Willie Adames. Backed off the plate that time. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. Start of the fourth. Digging in. Oswald Peraza. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now Robbie Connor. Just missed. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jack Sawinski. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Ball down.
And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 2-2. Ground ball right side, and that's foul. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing here. Bottom four, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Fly ball to right. Sanchez sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's safe.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. Now a check on him at second. Back safely. Here's Adam Frazier. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it hits the top of the wall. Run comes in from second. It's 2-0.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Fastball right back to the mound. Throws to first in time. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
That's a
misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and
in the air out to center. It's going to fall for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Jason DeLay. On the ground to the left. He gets to it with a slide. To second, pulls him off the bag. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get an out on the play. So digging in, Liover Peguero. And that one fouled off. First and second here, no outs. In the dirt, but kept close. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So bases all Adames. Slings to second, and a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
And now the Pirates leadoff man, Jesus Sanchez. And he grounds one to the right side. Guerrero takes it to the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get 2 and draw even again. Bottom of the inning, here's the second baseman, Cooper Bowman. High fly ball out to center field. Yastrzemski coming on. He's got it. 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
1 out, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Way inside. That one ripped right center field. And it's into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that will end the inning. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's exactly what a good two-strike splitter will do. Duck right under the bat path and that last 15 to 20 feet or so. And at that point, it's just too late to do anything about it as a hitter. Really nice pitch.
To first, and that quickly 2 away. Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. Ripped to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And the Pirates go 1-2. Bottom of the 6th. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. The slide, but it falls. And now maybe extra bases. Throws to second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Everything came together.
Pirates with a new arm on the mound. Peter Strzelecki.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Now a chance for Dalton Varsho. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Frazier will hit next. Lifted in the air down the left side. Sawinski grabs it on the run. Oh, he throws it away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Two out, space is empty. Ground ball up the middle. Peraza. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Man at first, Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Kirby Yates, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Majinski getting cranked up as well. Kirk leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a ground ball out to short. They take the force out. That's the inning. But they push. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Jimmy Garcia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are...
Got him! Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Up next for the Pirates, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Just missed. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Jason DeLay, the next Pirate to hit. Comebacker to the mound. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So up next, Ernie Clement. And a pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one opts against the fence. Not stopping. He's going for 3. In there safely.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Popped up. Peraza hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 outs with a runner at third. That's out to center field. He's there. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Zach Jackson.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Pretty good strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Clement over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. That's inside, and that's ball 2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And down on strikes he goes. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Colin Holderman.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A shot to the opposite field. Home run number 20 on the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-2.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
Delay. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. So digging in, Adam Frazier. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground, right side, Horowitz. The throw to first, Frazier retired. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone.
There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Toronto extends the lead on the solo shot. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boo. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
And the slider just misses. 3-2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Robbie Connor digs in now. Got him swinging. Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. And that's a strikeout looking. And they're down to their last out. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. They're down to their final strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Hoffman is just one strike away. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And that squirts through. And now first and second with 2 outs.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up.
Here's the throw. Tag. Got him. And that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Zach Gallen. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Take a look at the lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Mike Yastrzemski.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Now here is Spencer Horwitz. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back now in Toronto. And on the hill today, Paul Skeens. How about a scouting report on him?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Willie Adames stands in.
A little tardy on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having to distract.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And brings it in at the wall. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Nicely done for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. Mike Yastrzemski up here. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 2nd. Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. To third, Hayes. Zips it to first, and quickly one away in the 2nd. And now it's Dalton Varsho. The 1-1. That one in triple digits.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here's Adam Frazier. High fly ball, shallow right field. Sanchez tracks it down for the out. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. The 1-1 is fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man on base to start the inning. Zach McKinstry, the next Pirate to hit. On the ground left side, 6, 4, out, 3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So 2 down now, and here is Giovanni Planchard. Up the middle, Adames on the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Next offering popped in the air, right field, and makes the grab. And there's 1 down. Dalton Rushing next up for the Blue Jays.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Gotta love the resiliency shown in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. Save. And it's 1-0.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Andres Gimenez headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. Roden leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now for the Jays, Willie Adames. Here's the pitch to Adames. Swing and a foul, out of play. That one lifted to left. Yastrzemski. He makes the grab, and that is the inning. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's ground ball right side. Guerrero steps on first for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And strike 2. Bases empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one ripped. And that's a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Payoff pitch. And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. 1 gone, runner takes off. Strike in there. Go to second.
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
On the ground, Jimenez tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Bucks go down quietly. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Out to short. Whips it across. 1 up, 1 down. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss at 100. No chance.
Looked like he reached back and got a little extra on that one. Triple digits on the miles per hour through the zone. No chance of touching that one.
And the inning is over. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Mike Yastrzemski.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Now this is in the air down the line. Frazier sizing this one up, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Adam Frazier. Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Stepping in, Ernie Clement. And now 2-1. Frazier gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one missed. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sanchez gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Dalton Rushing, the next to hit. That one fouled off, 2-2. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away. Alan Roden now at the plate. 2 outs. Left field. Yastrzemski settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. And that'll do it. And we're back. Top 6. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. And a count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. And now it's going to be Zach McKinstry. That one's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in.
Struck him out looking.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Back now in Toronto, and stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Long run, nice grab. 1 away. And next for Toronto, Willie Adames.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. Next offering is fouled back. And a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Two outs. And they'll do it again. Back up the middle and a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out. And the Pirates manager, Carmen Mlodzinski, takes over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Next to hit, Dalton Varsho. Adames over at second. Santander on at first with 2 down. In the air out towards right center. Sanchez sizes this one up. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7 at the plate for Pittsburgh. Jared Triolo. That misses. And that's ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
No outs. Runner at first. Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit. Hauls it in for the out. So here's the cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Over to second for 1. Double play. They can't seem to break. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Jays, Adam Frazier. Hit hard on the ground to short. Frazier retired. So up next, Ernie Clement. The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's to third. Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
2 down, base is empty. Dalton Rushing next up for the Blue Jays. To the right side. He steps on the bag, and the Blue Jays go down 1. Well, 1-run game, and here is Jesus Sanchez. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. His second homer this series. It's 1-1.
Really impressive hitting the ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop him from getting over the wall.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
But just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And there's a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Misses inside, 2-1. And that one missing low. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Go ahead run on base. Zach McKinstry, the next Pirate to hit. Go ahead run at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Giovanni Blanchard will hit next. Strike 3, got him swinging. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Robbie Connor, the next to hit. Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Cannonball coming. All even now at 1-1. Now into the ball game on defense, Jack Sawinski. He'll be out in left field. And now for the Jays, Alan Roden. And that one in the air center field. Cruz puts it away for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Liner snagged at first.
Well, 2 goals when you've got the go-ahead run at the plate. Keep him in the ballpark, and then second, keep him off base. Well, that diving stop right there does just that. Excellent job.
Swing and a ground ball. Makes a sliding stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Paul Sewald.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Puts it away for the out. And now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Chopped on the ground. Fires to first in time. Now at the plate, O'Neal Cruz. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And O'Neal is struck out. No runs, no hits. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Dauri Moreta.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Ripped on a line to center. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
So now here's the DH, Anthony Santander. This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Trying to send this to extra innings. And a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Cruz brings it in for the 3rd out. We're back and a new arm on the mound. And the batter now, Jesus Sanchez. This one in the air. Guerrero makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. 2 in a row set down to start the 10th. Here's the third baseman, Brian Hayes. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the Pirates go 1-2. We're in extras here, and now the right fielder, Adam Frazier. That's ripped into the outfield. And that gets down into the gap. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Blue Jays walk it off in extra innings. And your final score here today, 2-1. A one-run. From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. MLB The Show. Just about set to go. And starting in this one, Bowden Francis.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. In the air, left side. Schneider on the move to the gap. He's got it. And there's one away. Next to hit, Anthony Prado. One down, base is empty. Foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And here comes Carlos Correa. Ripped on a line. And that is down. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the hill, the big righty, Bailey Ober. What do we have on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable.
Runner takes off, pitches low. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of...
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Pickoff throw. Adames dives back in safely. Runner at first with no outs here. Hit hard, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
There's one.
That's an out.
And that's 2.
He's out.
They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Got it. And 1 away.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Smoked into left, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here is Evan Carter. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 down.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Rodriguez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fires over to Guerrero. That's out number 3. Back now in Toronto. Now here is Ernie Clement. Swings here and blasts one left field. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Whips it to first. That's it out.
Catcher Alejandro Kirk.
2 down, base is empty. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blue Jays go. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for her major league debut. Walker Jenkins. Got him swinging.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, you know, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie. And trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's inside. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
And a breaking ball misses outside. On the ground, right side. And that one handled on to first. And the Twins go 1-2-3. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. The 1-1 is fouled off. This to center field. And it drops in. And the leadoff man aboard. Willie Adames stands in. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's the pitch to Adames. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Nobody out, runner at first. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no.
Correa, off-balance feed, there's one. And they bounce into two already. On the ground to the left. Slings to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Now Correa up to hit. Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. Bases empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up.
And he's got it in right field for the third. Kicks and fires. Right side, hard hit. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. This play doesn't cost him. Inning over. Francis winds and deals. That one fouled off. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Kirk to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Evan Carter, the next Twin up to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Frazier pulls that one down. 2 down. So digging in, Edouard Julien. Grounds one to short. Adames the throw to first. And that is the end. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. And that is cut on and missed. 1-2.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
In plenty of time to first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along, 2 quick outs. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And he chases that one. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So no. Back here at Rogers Center, top of the 6th inning. And now for the Twins, Walker Jenkins. Up the middle. And that one finds its way through. And next for Minnesota, Junior Severino.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
There's one. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
That missed by a lot, and it's 2-1. Fastball is outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. So 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Anthony Prado. And this one looks like trouble. Lead runner around second. Rosario around third. He'll score easily.
Well done. Drives in the run. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence. Chance now to even this game if they can put a ball in play. Maybe an error, maybe a hit.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention. Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
And right back to the mound. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. And the Twins played 1 on the double, and it's now a 2-1 ball. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And that one popped in the air, left field. Corrals it. 1 up, 1 down.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. That's to third. Handles, throws to first, and they get Adames for the out.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is that. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Hard hit, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit.
Jimenez to Adames. That's one. On the first, out, double play. Just got it there in time. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Edouard Julien. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Zach Jackson taking over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him swinging. And good work there as he gets a 1-2. Anthony Misevich into the game.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Anthony Santander digs in now. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 1-2. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they add a run. It's 3-1.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So up next, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get it.
Oh, gets dirty. There's one. Out. And two. What a play. And the batter now, Ernie Clement. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location.
Throws to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. But the solo shot stretches their lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jimmy Garcia.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Brings it in, and a quick out, number 1. So digging in, Junior Severino.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped in the air, left side. Clement under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
The 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Kirk to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Cole Sands.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. His splits between April and May there. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Out there to center. Rodriguez moving in on this one. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. 2 on, 1 out at the plate. Willie Adames. 2 on, 1 out. And Willie fouls one back.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base
cut on and lifted in the air. And it looks like trouble. One run across. Now 2 runs score, and they're up by 4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. I love the approach.
On the mound now for the Twins, Griffin Jacks.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. He circles the bases, his 7th home run of the season, and they add a pair. It's 7-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
And now, Anthony Santander. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That one came in at 99. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
So, man aboard. Here's Carlos Correa.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Prado gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone and definitely not the intended location, but those splitters can dance around and miss a barrel even when they're not perfectly executed.
Set down on strikes. Down to the last out for the Twins. So up next for Minnesota, Emmanuel Rodriguez. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look.
That one the other way, and foul ball. Hoffman is just 1 strike away. Got it! And that's the ball game. And a 7-1 finish. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got open air baseball for you on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound.
First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the mound now, Nick Martinez. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So, for taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Anthony Prado will hit next. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Carlos Correa will circle the bags. His 11th of the year and to grab the lead. It's 1-0. And Singy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Makes the catch, inning over. Twins get one on this homer. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod on the mound, Huascar Ynoa. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. So a 2-out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, here's the left fielder, Evan Carter. Smoked on the ground to second. Jimenez throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. So now here's the DH, Edouard Julien. Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. And that one's gone. His 4th home run of the season. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Junior Severino, the next Twin up to hit, finds its way through base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now for the Twins, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw into third, and he's out. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Dalton Varsho. That's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Here's Adam Frazier. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Varsho stands at second with no outs. And now 2-2. Rocketed out towards right center. Nabs it. Runner tags and will move up to third. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Next offering is fouled back. Line drive. Rosario. Over to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Hard hit left side. Onto Rosario. Inning over. A run on to the third inning. And now for the Twins, Anthony Prado. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. This one in the air. Clement makes the grab, 1 away. And here comes Carlos Correa. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
2-2.
Right through there. Got him. That K is his third of the game. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Runner at first with 2 away. Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Hit on the ground to short. They get the force. Third out. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Andres Jimenez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Tapped softly to the right side. Rosario on the run. Throw to first. Pretty nice play there. Willie Adames stands in.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
1 down, base is empty. Hard on the ground to first. He'll do it himself. Out. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So Vladdy Jr. strikes out. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter, gets a piece and stays alive. High fly ball down the left field line. Barker. And there's 1 down. Edouard Julien, the next Twin up to hit. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
That
No,
one misses.
inside.
2-2. 1 out, base is empty. Stays alive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. And next for Minnesota, Junior Severino. That one to first, Guerrero. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Anthony Santander. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Next offering is fouled back. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is Adam Frazier. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. He caught it behind his back. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Next offering is in for a strike. High fly ball lifted into air right field. Frazier makes the grab. 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup, and stepping in is the speedy Ahmed Rosario. And a big swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for Minnesota, Anthony Prado. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1-2.
Hit in the air left field. Barker on his way over. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing doing for the out. Back here at Rogers Center. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. And a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout. Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Line drive, base hit. And they had their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
Runner on the move. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Ow! Center field. Kiersey settles under this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Out number 2. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. 2 outs. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Out of here. That one felt good. His 2nd of the year, and we are starting over. It's 2-2.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up.
So the batting order turns over. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. So up next for Toronto, Willie Adames. Inoa picks to first. Jimenez back in on a dive. Now a pop-up on the infield. Severino has a beat on it. Makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. Solo homer ties it for Toronto. Edward Deadline. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's Carlos Correa. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But he's notched 4 strikeouts now. Matt Wallner getting ready to hit. That's in there. And the count is 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. And I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And now it's 1-2. That one laced to center and a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So up next, Evan Carter. The 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. So no runs here on a base. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cole Sands.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. One down, base is empty. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get the out. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And now for the Jays, Adam Frazier. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. One left for Toronto. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Rogers. He's been so good against lefties. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run. Next is switch hitting first baseman, Junior. Runner on the go. On the ground to third. Dive, and he's got it. It's there, and that's a great play.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play.
That's towards center. Varsho after it. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
1 ball.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brock Stewart.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Wallner hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses at the sweeper. Meanwhile, Activity in the bullpen. Anthony Misevich, the left-hander, up and throwing. Jacks also getting ready. Comebacker to the mound. And that is out number 2. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eric Swanson.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it, and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Oh, he gloves it from his knees. The throw on the money. Nice play. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. And next for Toronto, Willie Adames. The 1-1. Fought off foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Double play ball to second. Over to Correa for 1, and that's 2. We go to the 9th. Now, Brian, here comes the manager.
Number 66.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Evan Carter, the next Twin up to hit. Swing and a miss. It's a ball in 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Battling here as he fouls it away. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. On the ground, out to short. Fires across the diamond, and that quickly 2 away. Now it's the Twins DH, Edouard Julien. The 1-1 is fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
And now Junior Severino, and fouled off. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's an RBI single, and in the 9th, they take the lead. 2 outs, runner on first. And now for the Twins, Deshaun blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Yohan Duran.
Coming on for the save here, and something he couldn't get done in his last appearance. So let's see if he can bounce back and lock this thing up.
One-run game, bottom 9. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
And a swing and a miss. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Hard liner. And it's off the wall. Around first, digging for 2 as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here at the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Adam Frazier digs in now. So the tying run at second. And a count 1-2.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
One and 2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, left field. And that's out of play, a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Throw is offline and he scores. Back even, it's 3-3. So 2 down. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Runner takes off. Throw. Save. And the winning run is now in scoring position. The winning run on second base. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Throw is offline. This one's over. And they walk it off and win it 4-3.
Well, you come into the 9th inning down. First, you're looking to tie it. They did that, but then they got the extra to put themselves on top. These players knew exactly what it was going to take to win this ball game. I love it when you see a team find a way to win, and that's what they did today.
And the final score here, 4-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. First pitch moments away, and the starter for Toronto, Matt Waldron. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here, and as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Now Correa up to hit. 2 outs, base is empty. And they'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Varsho after it. And that is that. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Andres Jimenez. In the air, center field. He's there. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. Willie Adames stands in. 1 out, base is empty. 3-2 now. Woods Richardson with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He's a fastball savant with the bat, which is really helpful in today's game. Fastballs aren't getting any easier to hit these days.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Next offering is fouled back. Man at second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back now in Toronto. All set for the start of the inning. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
Well struck right field. And it's off the top of the wall. The throw into second. And that's a leadoff double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the veteran outfielder, Byron. Lined, and that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Buxton on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 out in the second.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy.
Buxton on the run. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner goes again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Schneider makes the grab. And there's 2 down. And next for Minnesota, Evan Carter. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. 1 run in the bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Bounced out to short. Barehand grab to first. In time. Got him.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with the barehand.
Here's the left fielder, Davis Schneider. On the ground to short. Correa over to first. And a couple of quick outs. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the catch. And welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one out to right. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Fly ball down the line, and it drops in. Rosario headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. And here comes Carlos Correa. Runner on the go. Out to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And one away in the top of the third. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's Byron Buxton. This ball's chopped on the ground. Whips it to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. This one in the air, center field. Buxton moves under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now here is Alan Roden. Here's a 1-1. That's down and in.
2-1.
Lifted in the air, out to left. They got it for out number 2. So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Ryan Jeffers. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. And now the DH, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Next offering is in for a strike. High fly ball out to left field. Schneider has this one sized up. He's got it. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Evan Carter, the next twin up to hit. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Schneider makes the play, and that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the fourth.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the next to hit.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Tosses to first, and Guerrero is set down. Well done behind the dish. Anthony Santander will hit next. There's a swing and a miss.
1-2.
And that's a fair ball. Coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game.
Comes through with the RBI. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Back-to-back singles. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
1-2.
The pitch. That one way inside. Blue Jays down a run.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
On the ground to second, might be two. Jump throw to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Just barely able to beat that one out. Man, he was giving it his all getting down the line right there. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield. But another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
On the ground, could be two. Rosario one. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. So one run in the inning on this base hit. And this is now a 2-1 ball. And 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. He goes down looking.
Maybe a little bit of overthinking at the plate right there. You want to be patient with knuckleballers and not give into that pitch that's going to dart out of the zone at the very last moment. But that was about as hittable as knuckleballs can get, and he was frozen.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. Anthony Prado, the next twin up to hit. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2-2's the count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Stays alive. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got
fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And we're back. Now here is Addison Barger. Swing and a ball line to center. Squeezes it, and there's one away. So digging in, Alan Roden. Right side, Severino. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down. And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it's out of here. A solo shot. And we're all square. It's 2-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Next offering way off the plate. Up the middle, Rosario. Gets it to first. Inning over. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. 2-2 game. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. One down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. So 2 down now, and here is Byron Buxton. Swings through that.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Yohan Duran getting loose out there. Stewart also throwing. Line drive. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there.
A new pitcher in the game, Cole Sands.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pen in terms of the matchup.
That one the other way. Correa throws to first in time. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Now a fly ball to right center. 1 away. So up next for Minnesota, Emmanuel Rodriguez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him swinging.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one is off the top of the wall. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
On the ground right side, Jimenez throw to first. That ends the frame. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yohan Duran.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes. Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's 1 to first. Double play. Nicely done. Addison Barger now at the plate.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. 1-0-1 on the gun. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Nothing doing for the... Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Paul Sewald.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Anthony Prado getting ready to hit. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And a swing and a miss. Two gone now.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Strike three, got him with the sweeper. Down go to back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Brock Stewart.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Checks his swing, now an appeal to third. No swing, just held it back there. Swings through that one for strike two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Foul tip, and he hangs on. That's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
That's a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base. Willie Adames digs in now. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second and great jump. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still one away. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swings and misses. And the count is 2-2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
On the ground, a short could be 2. To second, that's 1. And that's 2. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
1-2, count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. That one's gotta feel good. It's 3-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's out number 2. So now here's the DH, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. And the inning is over. Twins get 1 on this homer. It's now a. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Griffin Jacks.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the DH, Anthony Santander.
1-2.
Line drive, that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
No outs, runner at first. And now there goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. He's 2 outs away. And next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. So the tying run at second. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Buxton raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags and goes to third.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
One strike away. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. And that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the 9th on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
3-2 the final score for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
You